Okay, so tonight's homework's on classroom discussions, basically going over my expectations and guidelines for our in-class discussions with our Lit Circle groups. So again, remember, anytime you see the pencil, please take notes. As far as tips for discussions, the biggest thing is before class you need to make sure that you're keeping up with the reading in the novel and the homework so that you're fully aware and have all of the vocabulary, the academic language and stuff that you need. Try to be able to tie in the information we're learning in class and with the homework videos to what you're discussing with your groups. In the packet, make connections and think about the character's development in the book that you can actually refer back to and talk to with your group mates. During the discussion, listen to what other students are saying. Don't repeat what has already been said and be active in the discussion. Ask questions to try and continue what is being talked about. Don't attack another student because you disagree with their opinion. And then also back up what you say with quotes from the text if at all possible so that you can really help each other get those packets finished. So now let's go ahead and make a table in our notes with 3 columns, and then there's going to be several things that you're going to write down. The first column has discussion elements, and then the column for what it looks like, and then also what it sounds like. I just want to go through some of the pieces that are my expectations for a group discussion. So as far as active listening is concerned, everybody should have eyes on the speaker, the person talking. Your mind should be focused and you should be facing that speaker, not turned around talking to someone else across the room. It should sound like really one speaker's voice only. You should be paying attention. There should be appropriate responses. Voices should be fairly low and really one voice at a time. Try really hard not to talk over the top of one another. As far as active participation, your eyes need to be on the speaker. One person is talking at one time, and you're nodding and you're paying attention. As far as what it sounds like, appropriate responses still, following the other's ideas, nice comments, and hopefully positive attitudes. You should be asking questions. So what it looks like is you're listening, you're paying attention. Again, you're facing the person that's talking. And you should have positive, nice answers and polite answers when someone is asking a question of you. This last one, piggybacking off others' ideas. So we've done this a lot in class or even within our discussion groups or even debates where you would say something like, kind of going along with what so-and-so said, or piggybacking off of what Susie said, and you add to the conversation. So what that looks like is, again, listening, paying attention, and then positive, nice talking, and then you're waiting for people to finish before you continue on with the topic. Some people have a really hard time waiting for others to finish. Just wait your turn. It goes on a little bit more. It's a couple more rows here. As far as if someone disagrees or you disagree with what someone else says, do it in a constructive manner. So again, nice facial expressions. You don't need to be making faces or making sounds or anything. Have a polite response. Again, quiet voices, and try really hard not to put down. You can agree to disagree. There's no need to get to yelling or anything. You should be focused on the discussion at hand. So eyes on the speaker, face on the speaker, mind focus. One speaker only at a time, voices low, appropriate responses. As far as supporting people's opinion, again, remember one person is talking, one voice, and if you agree with what they say, you can wait for them to finish and then say, yes, I totally agree with you. That is a great way to be constructive and positive in your group discussion. Finally, encourage others. Prompt people to share. Ask probing questions. Have positive responses. If someone is being really quiet, say their name and ask them a question. Get them involved in the discussion. I know some people are much more social and verbal. I am one of those people. And then there's other people that are a lot more quiet and kind of have to be dragged into the conversation. Make sure that everyone has at least one thing to say within your group discussions. Okay, so what I would like for you to do right now is to pause the video and scroll down slightly on your Sophia page to watch the embedded video right below this one that came from StudySync. And what I want you to do is just write down 2 to 3 things that you notice of this group of people doing as they discuss together. Now, these are high school aged kids, but I think you can get a really good idea about what my expectations are when you're discussing something important of academic value. So pause this video, watch the one right below it, and then come back to me, please. Okay, so hopefully you paused the video and were able to watch that other one embedded below. And let's just kind of continue on with this discussion. What does it look like in class? Well, we're going to have about 2 to 3 groups having a discussion, probably out in the hall, towards the end of each week. We will have some sort of focus for the week. For example, week 1 we'll look at predictions. Since you're just starting out with the novel, what do you predict is going to happen later on? In week 2 we're going to do an activity called Last Word, where you're going to choose a quote from the text and just have a response, and I'll teach you about what that will look like in class next week. And then weeks 3 and 4 we're going to be developing a bully prevention plan for our school. So you're going to be working together as a group to come up with some ingenious ideas to try and help the bullying issues that we might see here at NAMS. And then you're going to be asked to have at least one person take notes, quote-unquote take notes, for the group by using an iPad and filling out the digital form posted in your group walls. Sorry about that. It's the end of the day, and they do have some bells going off. Apologize. Okay, so you're going to post to your group wall. Sorry, I'll go back really quickly. You're going to have one person take notes for the group using an iPad, filling out the digital form, and posting it and submitting it. The form itself is posted to your group wall. Also, as I talked about in class, really use Edmodo to further your group discussion. Use your groups on Edmodo to help find quotes, both the character analysis quotes as well as the figurative language quotes later on for when you're striving for an A. Use your groups to help explain theme and character conflict. You're going to have to write some paragraphs for each of these topics for your book. Use those groups to help kind of come down to an idea or what to write about. Use each other to help. If you're confused about something or you caught something but are wondering if anyone else saw it, post it to the wall, ask a question. If you find something online that helps explain something, share it with the group. Really utilize these Edmodo group walls. And again, remember, these groups can really only be as helpful and function in the best way if you add and share as you read. So the more online you are, the more you're adding to the group wall, the more people will access it and answer questions and be online helping you with this book. Or with this process, really. All right, you're finished. So we will begin working on discussion in class towards the end of this week. Don't forget to fill out the digital form and submit it, and I will see you in class tomorrow. Bye-bye now.